Hey everybody, Phil Scott here and welcome back to the Everyday Wallet. We've got a special episode today. We are going to be talking about how you can achieve your financial dreams starting now. That's right. Have you ever wanted to be your own boss? Take control of your destiny? Well, we're going to be talking about the secrets to your financial success today. That's right. If you wanted to have millions of dollars in your bank account, we're going to be talking about how you can have that starting now. We're going to be talking about how you can take control of your future, your dreams, and make them come true. Do you ever want to have a big house, a fancy car, a nice boat, endless vacations? Well, this is the video for you. So go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll go ahead and get started talking about these awesome things that you can do to get your dreams today. Before we get into the video, I want to remind you about the link in the description of the video below for Webull. You click that link and open up an account with Webull and deposit $100 into that account. By doing so, you'll get 2 free stocks, one for opening the account and one for depositing $100. So go ahead and check that out and get 2 free stocks. Why not? All right, so let's get into this. I'm sure you've had a friend, a family member, or even a complete stranger approach you or send you a message, a text, phone call, trying to get you to come to a business meeting that will teach you how to make your dreams a reality. Do you know what I'm talking about here? It's happened to me. I've had a lot of friends and family do this, and I've even gone to some of these different meetings, and they're all the same. They are all the same. They get a group of people together, they get them hyped and excited about a product, a business model, and then they get somebody who's very enthusiastic to stand in front of the group and talk about the success that they're having. And very quickly, they have been able to go from nothing to something, and how they've been able to quit their full-time job based off of this business model. And they encourage you to do the same thing. And then all you got to do is buy the startup kit, you got to buy the product, you got to start using the product and telling everybody about the product. Oh, and don't worry, your friends will probably stop talking to you because you're being so forceful with the product, but that's just because they're haters. That's how they all go. Call everybody, talk to everybody, be obnoxious about the product, and yeah, don't worry, you'll offend some, and they'll stop talking to you along the way, but that's okay because you're trying to build your business, and eventually you'll be successful, and then they'll come knocking. Sure, awesome, I guess. Now, granted, not all of these business models are like that, and they're not all that pushy. There are some that are more pushy than others, so I'm not knocking all of them. I'm just here to encourage you to be wise about the way that you invest your money and what you take on as a business opportunity. If you haven't figured it out already, I'm talking about multi-level marketing businesses, or MLMs. They are structured where you have one person who recruits other people to sell a product, who recruit more people to sell a product, who recruit more people to sell a product, and everybody gets commission off of sales. It's multi-level marketing. They're out there. I'm not going to even get into the names of the different companies. You can do the research. You can find them. If you're interested in getting connected with a multi-level marketing company out there, go for it. Have fun. Do your research. Now, I want to point out that a multi-level marketing company or business model is different than a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is where you have one person who recruits several folks, and they buy the business model or plan, and then you have those folks recruit more and they buy into the business, and then they recruit more and they buy into the business, and there's really no exchange of goods or services. Basically, you're giving money away for nothing. That's what a pyramid scheme is. Money for nothing. And it eventually falls apart. That's not a multi-level marketing company. Multi-level marketing companies, yes, they do rely on recruiting, but those recruits sell a product and get more recruits, and sell a product and get more recruits, and sell a product and get more recruits. So it's more based off of sales than it is of selling a business model. The question that each of us needs to consider when looking at a multi-level marketing business or an MLM is, will I make money off of this? Can I expect to make money or turn a profit? a quick internet search and you can find various lists on MLMs and the top earners. And there's the top 400 earners who make over $50,000 a month. Well, that sounds great, right? Making more than $50,000 in a month. Wow, that's a lot of money. Except for when you consider that one of the top people in one of the biggest multi-level marketing businesses out there has over 1.5 million people in his downline. And then 400 are the top earners that make 50,000 or more. Those numbers aren't looking so good. 400 out of 1.5 million, that's a very small number. That's not even 1%, okay? So let's start thinking about this. What is the probability of you making money with an MLM? There are a lot of myths out there with MLMs. One big myth is that you can retire quickly by following a business model. That is not true. There is nothing quick and easy about the MLM business structure. Unless you're one of the folks that gets in at the very beginning, most of us don't, you are less likely to retire before you would normally retire. You still have to be out there grinding it every day, meeting new folks, recruiting new folks, building your downline, trying to get people to buy the product, continually working that business. It's really not a retirement plan. It's not going to create revenue, because if you're not working your business model, your business chain will fall apart. People will start falling off. You won't have new recruits to replace those who quit the business, and it's not self-sustaining. Another myth is that if you find the right people and you say the right things, you'll get all the recruits you need. Again, I've been there, I've done it. I've tried a variety of different MLMs. Getting people to sign up and buy into the business with your enthusiasm is very hard. The chances of you actually recruiting enough people to make a sustaining income and sustaining revenue stream is very, very small. We'll get into some of those numbers in a minute. But again, MLMs still operate off of the idea of recruiting and selling the product. And in order to recruit folks, you're going to have meetings, and you're going to have to buy marketing supplies. You're going to have to promote the business and the product. You're going to have home parties, and you're going to have to put your money up front. You're going to have to buy the samples and buy all these different things that you need to do to be able to market somebody else's product on their behalf. Let me repeat that again. You have to spend money to market somebody else's product on their behalf. That's what separates a lot of these MLMs from other businesses. If you think about Coca-Cola or Chevy, they have their own marketing. They have commercials, they have billboards, they have signs, they have advertisements all over the place for their products. You want to know about the next Chevy vehicle? Turn the TV on, you'll see a commercial. You want to know about Coca-Cola, what next product they have coming out? Turn the TV on, they'll have a commercial. You want to know about the next MLM business product? Oh no, you can't turn TV on for that, because they have got somebody who's buying all the marketing stuff, and then they've got to get to you to tell you about the product. You see, they're saving money on marketing, and the product that they're selling, for the most part, isn't super special that needs that kind of direct marketing. And in order to operate the business correctly, you have to follow their system to a T, which means you got to buy their books, you got to buy their resources, you have to buy into their way of doing things so that you can promote their product according to their guidelines. So it's not just the marketing stuff that you got to buy, it's not just the supplies, but it's books about being successful, it's supplies, it's podcasts, it's buying into their way of thinking. And that's sometimes more than just a monetary investment. That's a life investment where you got to buy into their ideologies, their systems of thinking. And it's not all bad, but just consider how much of an investment you have to put into this in order to have a successful MLM business. I've already touched on this one, but it's the recruiting is the backbone to these MLMs. It's not just about selling a product. Can you make money selling the product with an MLM? Yeah, but you got to be out there grinding day after day, week after week, trying to sell a product. And the idea of an MLM is that you recruit other distributors or sales representatives or a variety of businesses, call them different things, but you recruit a downline, and they recruit and they recruit and they recruit. And not only are they individually using the product, but they're selling it to others and encouraging others to sign up to buy the product, so on and so forth, so you can get your commissions off of those sales. It's about recruiting. It's about harassing your friends, harassing your family, harassing your strangers, harassing your neighbors, walking up to the guy at the gas pump saying, hey, you look like a really smart guy, or you look like a really smart gal, and I've got a business opportunity for you. It's happened to me. I've been approached at gas stations saying, hey, I've got a business opportunity for you. You look like a pretty smart guy. I'm like, I'm pumping gas. How smart do I have to be? And I'm not here to bash MLMs. I'm just sharing that they may not be the best source of revenue to reach your retirement goals. So some things to consider when considering a MLM is how much of a return are you going to get on your investment, right? We talked about the return of investment for security deposit versus down payment, with renting a house or buying a house. Put the link for the video right there. What about the return on investment when you invest in an MLM? You buy your marketing supplies, you buy your business supplies, you buy all your samples, you harass the heck out of your friends and family, you spend time, money, energy into this. What is your return on investment? Well, let's look at some of the actual numbers and what you can expect if you were to go forward with this. Can you make money with the MLM? Simple answer, yes. Complicated answer, probably not. I'm going to read some figures to you, okay? There's a study that was done that only about 25% of those surveyed who were involved with MLMs made any type of profit. 25%. 1/4 of those involved in MLMs made profit. 27% broke even. And about half, 50%, about half, 25 and 27, that's 52, so about 48% lost money with MLMs. Of that 25% that made a profit, 0.05% made $100,000 or more in 1 year. 0.05% made more than $100,000. 3% made more than $25,000. Another 3% made between $10,000 and $25,000. 6% made between $5,000 and $10,000. And 14% made less than $5,000 in a year. So the question that I have for you, and the question that you need to ask yourself is, when the next person comes at me with a MLM business for me to buy into and invest into, what's the likelihood of me ending up in that 48% that loses money, the 27% that breaks even, or the 25% that makes something? And even of that 25%, the majority makes less than $5,000 in a year. Is it worth your time, your money, your effort that you're going to have to put into this? Because keep in mind, you got to buy the supplies, you got to buy the resources, you got to buy the product, you got to set the meetings up, you got to go to meetings, you got to learn the business, you got to keep going. And this is not just like their first year. This is year over year. This is an average for any given year, those involved with multi-level marketing. So you look at these numbers and you got to ask yourself, is this what I can do with my money that will best serve me in the long run? Sure, it might be fun to meet some new people and get out and go to some events and check it out. And again, I'm not bashing the multi-level marketing business industry. I'm not doing that at all. It may be right for you. You might be one of those 0.05% of the folks out there who might make more than $100,000 in a year, and good for you. For me, I've been down that road. I've tried a variety of different ones, and that's not what's right for me. I don't have what it takes to just go out there and grind it. I'd rather sit here, make some YouTube videos, help you make some good financial decisions. Instead of an MLM, I've gotten to the point where I'd prefer to use something like Acorns to help me invest my money. Set up my reoccurring deposits every 2 weeks, put some money in there, and I round up my debit and credit card purchases. And then when I hit $5 in roundups, then it takes the $5 and puts it into the account. It invests it into stocks and bonds and a variety of different investments. I get not only the growth of those investments. I also get dividends. Helps me out to know that my money's slowly working for me. I'd rather have it slowly working for me than not working at all. Right now, I've got over 5% return on my investments through that platform. And check the video description for a link to Acorns. By using that link, you can get free $5. I'm not selling you anything here. Click the link, open an account, get free $5. I think that's a pretty good deal, right? How many people are out there giving you free $5? Go ahead and check it out. Don't forget the Webull links down below to get your 2 free stocks. Again, free. Can't get better than free. Go ahead and comment below with your thoughts on MLMs. Maybe you've got a great story that you'd like to share. I'd love to hear that as well. And as always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when I upload the next video. And until then, keep on saving to grow your everyday wallet just a little fatter.